All right, well, here he is, the movie realization Casey Jones, as he's called up on the website. And basically, this is Casey Jones from a scene in the film that never made it to the film, or was conceptual, or was on one of those trading cards like the Shredder's Throne. So it never actually made it into the film. But NECA's been doing a line of those lately, so this is kind of interesting. Now, I know some of you saw our video on the Shredder and Leonardo. We're a little disappointed that Leonardo is just a straight repaint with an alternative sculpted head. Nothing changed on Shredder. There's no slash on his upper torso like there was in the film or anything like that. It was just purely some dark splotches spray painted on Leonardo. So we're going to be taking a similar look at this one to see what's different, what's the same, and is this really worth it for you to shell out $60 again for this guy with some minor changes to it, but we'll be checking that out. But the package, very similar to NECA packages, just a couple action shots of the product. And then on the front, you can see our Casey with his bike, which is the big thing here, is Casey with a dirt bike. Again, wasn't in the film. There is no scene of Casey with a dirt bike. So you're not going to see that, but NECA was upfront on that. This is a movie realization, as they're calling it, and just something that was lost or might have made it into the film or was conceptualized, and they're bringing it out there. So why don't we come in and check out this figure. All right, let's check out our Casey first. The Casey is a very similar repack from either the Casey and Raphael 2-pack or the Ultimate Casey Jones set. And basically, I mean, the differences were mostly in the accessories and nothing else. He came with an alternative head where the head came off, and you could put the mask off version of the head. This one comes with a headless mask, essentially. So just the mask, which is weird because you can't take this mask off and there's no head to feature Elias Costas underneath. So they just included this, but it doesn't make any sense. Now, what I'm seeing on this one that I didn't see on previous versions of it is this little dirtiness to it. And here's a Ultimate Casey Jones version with the mask on, and you can see this mask is more pristine. This one's a little dirty, so I think they just dirtied out, and I think the body's a little bit dirtier. And I guess if he's riding on a dirt bike, that's going to be expected. So they dirtied the outfit just a little bit more here, and otherwise he's the same exact figure. And they dirtied up the mask a little bit. So that's really all you're getting with the difference here of Casey. Nothing else. He's the same Casey Jones that you get in all the other packs with the sweatpants on the bottom and the vest on the top there. Now, if we look at the accessories, what we're getting here, you know, if you compare it to either the Casey and Raphael 2-pack, you can see he's missing a lot. So he has the bats and he has his hockey stick, but he's missing his goalie stick that you could see either this or in the Ultimate Casey Jones version here. He's also missing the golf club. He's missing the bag, the equipment bag. So that's kind of disappointing. He's got all the same hands there, and he's got these pads. So these did not come in either the Ultimate Casey Jones or the Raphael and Casey Jones version. These came with the Phantom of the Opera Casey from the horror version. However, they were painted differently. So these are new. This goalie pad and this whatchamacallit here, hockey glove. These are new. And basically the way they work is you take the hands off and you can substitute these as the hands. So you don't stuff the hands in here. But these are repainted from that Casey Phantom pack. So that's all that is essentially new here in terms of accessories. This came with the Ultimate Casey pack. So as far as Casey Jones goes, those are the accessories. The figure just has a slight repaint on the face and on the body, a little bit more grime there from riding his dirt bike. Speaking of which, let's check out that dirt bike. So you have a little stand here for it, and then the dirt bike itself, which is a little tricky to get out. All right, so the dirt bike, not surprisingly, a lot of you called it, is essentially the same dirt bike that came with that NECA John Connor figure from Terminator 2. So it is not even repainted. It is the same exact dirt bike. So this is just a straight up repack in here to attach it with Casey. Now, I can't say for sure because I never saw the promotional material if it was the same dirt bike in the conceptual artwork or whatever that they're basing this from, but I kind of doubt it. I doubt that it would have the same scratched out markings on the side here as the John Connor dirt bike. So this is a straight up repack. Kickstand works. so you could use that. I'm not sure what this stand is for. You could put this underneath. So I guess if you wanted to have it him riding on there and have it suspended so it looks like he's actually riding on here, as opposed to trying to balance him, which would probably be hard to do on a dirt bike. You could have him sort of like that on the dirt bike. The wheels work, and yeah, that's really it. The front wheel turns, but this is the John Connor dirt bike. This is a straight up repacking cash grab. I mean, that's all this is. I find it hard to believe that the bike would be the same in this concept figure as it was in Terminator 2, unless they have something indicating that. Which I mean, they came out, what, this was 1990. I forget when Terminator 2 came out. I mean, it's roughly in the same time frame, I would think. In the same decade at least, but I don't know. I doubt it'd be the same dirt bike. So with the same markings on it. So while I can't say for sure, pretty confident that this is just repacking the Terminator 2 dirt bike that may or may not have sold very well, and looking for a way to get rid of this. So it's kind of a weird choice, honestly, for this one. And I'm also kind of baffled why this one is so difficult to get out of the two. Like the Leonardo and Shredder one actually has somewhat of a new figure, but this one is a straight repack with an aspect from a different NECA figure. So unclear. I mean, you are getting these new gloves and stuff for Casey, which are a repack from the Phantom Casey, just repainted. But that's really it. There's not much else here. You're getting these new gloves, you're getting the John Connor dirt bike, and you're getting a Casey with slight dirt on his face and body. And that is really it in terms of what you're getting. I mean, we've done Casey reviews, so I don't need to show you the bats and the hockey stick, but they go in his hands, and that's really it. It would have been nice to have that bag in here to have his accessories, but you don't even get that with the set. So unclear. Again, I tried looking up reference photos for this concept or any history of it, and I couldn't find it. So I don't think they filmed it. Maybe it was just sketched out somewhere. But this is basically what you're getting with this set. Again, this is a Walmart exclusive, so you have to get it only through Walmart at this point. Maybe they'll release it like they did with Ultimate Shredder. You might be able to get it elsewhere eventually, but for now, it's a Walmart exclusive. All right, so that's it. Just like the other 2-pack, I mean, if you're counting the bike as a figure, not much going on here. If you are, a die-hard TMNT NECA movie collector, of course, you're going to want it as part of your set, just so you have all of them if you're a completionist. But if not, you're getting the same Casey that's been offered twice already, except this one doesn't have the face. And you're getting components that came with the Phantom Casey. You're getting a dirt bike that came with John Connor, and that's really it. There is no other aspect to this. There's nothing really new here. It's kind of questionable for sure. The rooftop scene, again, you can just get a repack of Shredder and a repack of Leo, but with some bruising paint applications on him. So not much new there either. So these aren't the greatest exclusives to the store. They were very easy to produce. Honestly, the first one was just a little bit of paint application, some airbrushing. And this one is repacking different components and then, painting some accessories and throwing them in a box. So not a lot new. Again, $60 price point is kind of steep for nothing new here and for things that have already been tooled and sold previously. So yeah, which is odd because this guy is tough to get. I have been watching him ever since NECA announced it, and it keeps selling out on Walmart's website. I've only seen it appear in like one store, and it's like the furthest store away from me. So I'm not going to pick it up, at least online. But it's not stocking. It's it keeps selling out when it goes into shipping. I'll have the link at the bottom of this article if you want to get it. It's been tough to get, so I don't understand why, because there's nothing new here. There's just some repaints and accessories from different figures. But people want it. Maybe the bike, I don't know. It's cool all of a sudden. So I'll give you the link. You can try to get it. You just have to keep watching it and set yourself for an email alert so you can get it at the moment it comes back into stock. So that's all for this time. Of course, we're going to have more turtles. We're going to have a lot of turtles next month. There's that Technodrome that we're finally getting ours. I'm disappointed in that because we had bought it back in July, but we're getting it with the restock for some reason. And then we have, we never got to the Sewer Stars turtles. I just had so much to do, but those were re-released in the 40th anniversary packaging, and they're at Walmart and Target now. And we have some other surprises as well. So 2 back next month. And then we have just another entry in our gift guide this week, and then we'll be finishing out the Fantastic Four. So tune in back for those 2 as well. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.